so I was playing on my friend Michelle's server. It's called March of the Warriors, and it's got a bunch of stuff related to Harry Potter, Aragon, and the Legend of Ocean, Historic Materials, and the Warriors Cat series. We were just building a new section and some guys joined. I was like a greeter, so I teleported to spawn. The guy's username was RyRubXY or something. I had heard that name before, but I couldn't recall when. He started typing stuff like, "You need to awake from the darkness," and "come into the light." I also had heard about something like the Battle of Team Light and Team Darkness. It was PvP battles, but there was no commentary or voiceovers. They just played really creepy music and did PvP battles. Skull and Michelle started talking back to RubX and said that Team Light and Darkness were really creepy. All of a sudden, I remembered where I heard the name YRubXY before. He was the leader of Team Light, but had supposedly gone missing around the time of Team Light's 17th victory against Team Darkness. Team Light was way better than Team Darkness. YRubXY got really angry with Skull and Michelle, and they were both kicked. We were all on Skype at the time, and Michelle said that he was kicked by a user called GreenCube. None of us knew who GreenCube was, and I pressed tab. The username GreenCube didn't appear. I checked an entity list, and it said there were a few chickens, cows, sheep, and Entity-M458C5. What is the name of God is Entity-M458. When I was looking around spawn, I saw a player with no name tag. He looked like an average Steve, but with red eyes and a green t-shirt. Then he ran towards me, and when he was 1 block away, I was kicked. The reason was, I have come. I looked on the Minecraft forums and found out that other people have seen this guy on servers before. A lot of people are terrified of him. Chapter 2. Right this way. When I got back on, Entity M485 was gone, but 19 players joined. Their names were Jake, Randy, Amy, all like that. They all had normal skins, but with yellow and gray t-shirts. They all also had diamond armor, but one of them had a different name, and it was Throat Slit. He was the leader of Team Light. Then I saw something in that chat. It went like this. "Gentlemen, why the hell are you here?" "Yeah, why?" "Because I am here to restore order. I am the one who will stop this." Then everyone was kicked. The reason was Operation Red Cube is currently in progress. Entity M458 must be alone for this. I did the thing that is really stupid and joined. I saw Entity M4Y8 building something in spawn. This is what happened. This is what went down. "What are you doing?" "You shouldn't be here." The screen started rapidly changing color. "What's going on with my game? This must end." The screen started going to static. "What is going on? Eternal dimension will come upon you. I am all-powerful. Fear me, 303. You and your human friends shall perish. You cannot come any closer. You will die. You and all your friends will die." The screen shut down and his face appeared. Then distorted speech filled my ears. "I am coming closer. Prepare yourself." I then screamed out loud, "What is going on?" Your dream is a reality. Chapter 3. Michael, Ryan, Skull, and Sam came rushing in. I yanked out my headphones and started screaming, "What is going to happen?" "Yeah," I yelled. Sam asked calmly, "What's wrong?" Then I told him. Michelle and Skull looked really worried. Then Minecraft turned back on. I didn't dare touch it, and a slow and distorted high-pitched laugh started to play. It didn't stop at all that night, and I cried myself to sleep. When I woke up, it turned into low-pitched screams. I burst into tears of fear, and Skull came to my room. His eyes were bloodshot, and he looked like he didn't sleep at all. Skull asked me to help him. Then he collapsed. The screams then stopped, and Minecraft seemed to be controlling itself. It went to the server, and it seemed to be talking. It started saying, "The entity is at your door. Please open." Sam woke up and came to my room and said, "Good morning." There was a knock at the door, and Sam turned to answer. I then screamed, "Don't!" Sam looked back at me and then looked down at Skull. Skull was hyperventilating, and Sam was still worried. Skull was stuttering things like, "I'm burning," and "I'm on fire, help." I knew he needed help, but I didn't know how. Eventually the knocking stopped, and I heard low grumbling and footsteps outside the door. Then I heard growling. Then I heard banging at the door. Then screaming. I opened the door and saw a guy with dark red eyes and a green shirt being attacked by the guy who lived in the apartment next door. Ted, the guy with red eyes, seemed to crawl quickly under Ted, then run down the stairs. I ran down after him, but the guy disappeared without a trace. I was really freaked out. I reported it to the police, but they just laughed it off and hung up. Ryan, Michael, Sam, Ted, Skull, and I were the only guys who knew about it. A few days later, I asked Ted about the incident, but he only said that he didn't know who the guy was. He kept on saying he didn't want to talk about it. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this CreepyPasta video about Entity-M458, and be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.